What if you get to invest in India's top brokerage firm before it's even listed? Yes, we are talking about HDFC Securities, a platform that nearly handles 1 in every 10 Demat account with explosive growth and strong profiles, but it's still unlisted. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about HDFC Securities, overview of the company, product and business model, financials, recent achievements, shareholding patterns, and more. HDFC Securities is a top leading stock broking firm and a subsidiary to HDFC Bank, which is India's largest private sector bank. It was founded in 2000 and have its headquarters based in Mumbai. The company was launched to make trading more accessible to retail and institutional clients all across the country. Today, HDFC Securities have more than 1,000 plus branches all across India, with covering 147 plus cities, making itself the most widespread retail broker all across the country. So how does HDFC Security make money? The company operates on diversified brokerage and platform model. Its core revenue stream includes brokerage income from equity, F&O, currency and commodity trading, distribution commissions from mutual funds, insurance, FDs and bonds, margin funding and interest on clients' balances, advisory and portfolio management services, IPO, NCD investment facilitation, and technology services on its 4-in-1 trading account, banking, trading, Demat, and investing. It also offers ETF trading, which is a new age product that enables an investor to take leverage position in exchange traded funds, offering both retail access and liquidity. HDFC Securities is a full service broker and its product basket basically includes stocks, mutual funds, FDs, bonds, insurance, currency and commodity trading, real-time market data, research reports and recommendations, investment tracking tools like portfolio trackers or watch lists, seamless mobile, web and online trading options. Their tech is built for convenience. Mobile app, AI-backed recommendations, seamless investment, and even IPO bidding, all through app or phone call. And now coming to its financial, March 2025 revenue was rupees 3,264.5 crore versus rupees 2,660.7 crore in the PY, which is growth of 22.7%. PAT was rupees 1,124.5 crore in March 2025 versus 950.9 crore in the PY, indicating a growth of 18.3%. And the EPS went from rupees 637.51 per share in March 2025 to rupees 597.4 in March 2024. With outstanding share of 1.7 crore, their market cap at the current share price stands at 17,850 crore with a PE multiplier of 16.5. In July 2025, the company launched EFT market trading, allowing clients to use leverage to trade EFTs, first of its kind move among the traditional brokers. The company recently settled a regulatory matter as well by paying 65 lakh to SEBI. While it's a small amount in context to its size, but it still reflects compliance and willingness to close legacy issues. And now coming to its shareholders, HDFC Bank holds 95% of HDFC Securities share, making it a tightly held subsidiary. The remaining 5% is held by its employee or private stakeholders. The public currently do not have access to listed shares, but you can still invest through unlisted routes. If you want to learn more about HDFC Securities unlisted shares or get early access to top pre-IPO stocks, then head over to stockify.net.in.